away first. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They'll go to the ground. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. And the Scarlet Knights racing to the line in a hurry up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
From the gun, the ground game. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Looking down the middle. Connection to the right. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
The Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Blake. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Got it set up on the outside. Beck's going for the goal line. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
No bones about it on that 3rd down and goal. You knew exactly what they're doing. We're not kicking field goals. We're here for touchdowns, and it is a physical run. He lowers his shoulder right between the tackles, going to get in the end zone. Way to start this football game for this offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Football with the run. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Sooners send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. At the 35, he's loose. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week.
Lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. They'll give it to the back. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs, and now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the 3rd play of this drive, 3rd down, they're able to run it, pick up the first, they stay on the field, and they're going to try and churn this thing out.
Pulls it in. It's Thomas. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Mitchell. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Mitchell. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Scarlet Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Got it, looking for the first down. There he goes. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And the Scarlet Knights kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Quick strike complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points. When you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Quick completion on the out route. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
The Sooners headed quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Throwing right. Got a man. It's Hawkins. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Hawkins. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll go with the 5 wide out set on 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wide out. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually, keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Fit it in the window for the score.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. Got a little space. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Scarlet Knights moving quickly to the line. Defense in press coverage. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Mitchell. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They go to the ground. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. And the Scarlet Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. And that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Oh, they're after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it.
Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They want to throw it. The quick out. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Scarlet Knights have pushed it inside the 20. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Duff. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming.
You know, not a lot of space down here on the goal line when you're trying to run the football. You might want to think about going to the perimeter or maybe throwing it next time. It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
He's going for the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands, it's Thomas. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Let's go, let's go.
Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield very late in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Barmore. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. Takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
He's got it, and he's still running after the move. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the deep.
Turning it on. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Got his man. Oh, what a cut. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Looking to throw again. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. Calls his own number. Tried to get there by himself, but he is stopped short, and it'll be fourth down.
Decision time for this offense. 4th down, Palmer. The home crowd, you know they want to go for it. They're going to be chanting. They're going to be excited. They need a reason to get on their feet.
And I like it because the head coach sending a clear message to his team. We are going to be aggressive.
Here we go. Snaps it in the shotgun. Bringing the heat. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Sooners!
And the defense was so close. They had done such a good job up to that point, setting up a 4th down. It looked like they had the QB corralled, but they let him escape. That is going to be a coaching moment for them moving forward.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's got room. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll run it from the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Settle for a field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. That is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He's going to run it. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He was working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Finds his man. It's Hawkins. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
But we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Just feeds the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Man. Sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He's got an open man. Open space at the 25. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
A first down run in the red zone. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Rutgers! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Maryland is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 17 over Virginia Tech. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Here's the pressure. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Making side adjustments here. Off play action. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why...
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation.
Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And all the hard work and commitment pays off, getting their first win of the season. Really impressed how they came out. After starting the season 0-2, they knew this was going to be a physical game, and they came ready to go on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
Kick returners just have to do a better job of knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Sooners buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hawkins. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Running back searching for a hole.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from.
Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. One more play to pad the stats. To the air, it's Mateer. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is...